Good evening again. I'm just tired, I'll be honest. I think Mr. Cosper can agree. Again, I started this, it was just a fight for this community. It's a wonderful community, and we recognized something that we just didn't feel was right. And we voiced our concerns as a community and brought this forward. Tonight, I'm confident in the way this will go. I'm at peace with that. I think, I've harped on the P and Z, and they agreed for this tonight, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I've asked you to always respect how they vote, and I'm not going to change that right now. You've done just about everything we've asked you to do, and so the roads there, the water line. Mr. Zagers is working on Llewellyn to get drainage accounted for. I don't know what else I could say to that extent. But I just really do hope. And I've also talked to Mr. Cosper and Mr. Nordyke. And they've worked with the residents on Llewellyn, and so there's some things that they're gonna try to do to make this amenable as possible, be good neighbors about this. I think that was the hope from the beginning. And, so I applaud all of you for taking that time and listening to us. It took a lot for all of us to do what we did up here. A lot of the community to stand up and fight for what we thought was right. So, the journey was not easy. I think we've taken a lot of criticism. I think we've put out a lot of criticism. But at the end of the day, we're here. We always knew that land would be approved for homes. So we were able to maximize that. But outside of that, I just appreciate that. I don't want 300 homes behind me. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the same time, it's not my land, right? They want to build homes. That's up to them. So, again, thank you. Thank you for everything. Councilman Solomon, Councilwoman Cobb especially, you've done a lot for us out there. And I appreciate Mr. Cosper and Mr. Nordyke for working with us too. So I just ask that in the future you continue to, as respectful as we've been, just please repay that. We've always tried to make sure we brought what we could forward in the most respectful way. So just as citizens come here with other areas, there's a lot of Featherlines that we've said before. I just ask that you treat them the same and really listen and investigate and take that time with them. All right? Thank you.
Sir, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this to the council. And I'm trying to understand. Did you say that you agree with planning and zoning and that you made peace with the council voting to move this forward? Did I understand that? Because somebody hypocrite. I missed. You just threw it all together.
So before, the planning and zoning is disapproved. The whole 600 homes, the 195 acres, then they disapproved the 80 acres. And we kept saying, listen to the planning and zoning. They're disapproving it. You should be disapproving it. And because me personally, I've said this a lot. The planning and zoning is the closest thing to the citizens that we get, right? They take the revenue money out of it and they just look at land and what the impacts are around it. And so to me, I've always felt like how they vote represented us very well. And so they approved this. And I'm not going to be hypocritical and say that I don't like the way they voted. That's not right. I agreed with them when they said no. I'm not going to sit here and disagree with them when they say yes, right? So they approve this. I'm not going to tell you to approve it, but at the same time, I respect their decision, and I'll respect your decision tonight.
Yeah, because on planning and zone, they have developers and builders too, realtors too. It's both ways. That's
Sure.
one thing. And my other question, something that I had for you, because you did bring this. This is yours. You brought it, and I commend you when you came up here and you made the statement that staff came out there. They looked at the water because of the water pressure. You stood there with them. They tested the water pressure and all is well. And see, and what people don't understand, I talked to Mr. Sillls off record. We have conversations because I have the utmost respect for him. He has the utmost respect for me. And we have always been honest and with each other, how
Yes,
we
ma'am.
felt on things. And I respect that about you. And for you to come here, you brought it, the petition, the KDH hadn't seen the signatures and the city hadn't seen the signatures, and you can't confirm that. So that's just something somebody threw out there because we hadn't seen it. If people really, the numbers that's out there in the paper, nobody have seen
Oh,
it.
I turned them in,
I know.
but I got you.
But we
Okay.
have, no, not them, I'm talking about this recent one.
Understood.
We is no it can't be confirmed. And
Okay.
until the KDH can see it, I'm assuming, you can confirm it. But right now, that's just people just throwing stuff in the atmosphere. And that's what we do a lot of. But I can respect you when you come up here. And you the one going through it, and you led it, and you can come here as a leader in that area running that petition. You can come up and say, hey, guys, thank you. Thank you for that. I have the utmost respect for you. Thank you. Thank you. That took a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.